on social media. It's just like, I don't need to, like, I don't care. Just leave the group chat. You don't need that. Is that bad advice? Put them on mute. I don't want to hear it. Like, are you rude? Why are you reading my message and not replying? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Aiyeesha, and in today's video we're welcoming in peace and we're creating boundaries, especially when it comes to social media. So if this sounds like something you're interested in or something that you need, definitely stay tuned and keep on watching. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you like it, drop a comment if you feel like it, but most of all to subscribe and turn on your notifications, because I'm posting videos every single day 25 days straight, and this is Vlogmas day 14 and you don't want to miss out. So stay tuned guys, keep on watching. So this video is gonna be very like short, sweet, simple, straight to the point, getting into it. Everyone is on social media these days and you know how heavy it can get, and I used to be someone who would like reply to my text messages like straight away. Like, didn't want to ever leave anyone hanging. I'd be that person that is always like, yep, I'm never leaving anyone on red. And as I've gotten older, it's like I've just tapped out of it, kind of by accident but kind of on purpose at the same time. And I'm going to share with you some ways of how I've managed to create peace by blocking out certain things and aspects of social media that can be a bit toxic and draining. So let's get into it. So the main apps that I use are Instagram and WhatsApp. I do have Snapchat, I do have TikTok, I do have Facebook, but not really heavily into them. I don't really get notifications for them. I only use Snapchat really to take pictures, and TikTok I just don't get notifications for anyway. So we're not talking about that. This video I'm specifically going to be talking about Instagram and WhatsApp, as those are the main apps that I use and the main apps that consume my life. So first thing that I've done, let's talk about WhatsApp first. I used to have my red receipts on all the time. Like, I used to see when people would leave me on red, read my messages and not reply, and it used to drive me mad because like, are you rude? Why are you reading my message and not replying? Why are you reading my message and not replying? But then also it came to a point where I was like, I need a bit of peace. I need my own peace. I don't need people seeing when I was online, when I was doing this, if I've read their message, why they not like, I didn't want people doing that with me. So I'm gonna go into my settings, and there's a few things I changed to bring some peace into my life when it comes to social media. I have a Samsung. I'm not team Apple, I'm team Android, because I just don't care for iPhones. So if you have an iPhone, your settings might look a bit different to how they do on mine. But basically on WhatsApp, I'm going to screenshot it. I'm not going to screen record because ain't nobody got time or storage space for all of that. But in the privacy section, you can see underneath status on the screen, it has red receipts. You can see there it says, if turned off, you won't send or receive red receipts. Red receipts are always sent for group chats. So if you turn it on, you'll be able to see when people have read your messages and vice versa. So yeah, I've turned that off. I've turned it off because I don't want to obsess over the way that people message me, or I'm looking at their messages like, why haven't they replied yet? I just didn't want that. And first of all, that was the main reason I turned it off. And then I came to realize that, oh, actually it's a two-way thing. Like, I can't see when they've read my message and they can't see when I've read their message, and that just brings a whole new wave of peace. As much as you want to know like when your message has been read, the fact that you don't know just brings that element of peace. And it's like, over time you just don't care anyway. It's just like, oh, okay, people reply when they want to and vice versa. I'll reply when I want to, and I'm not going to over obsess about you seeing my message or like needing to reply instantly. Once you turn that button on, also it relates to your status and your story. as well. So now I can't see who's watched my story, and I used to, that's something that I did used to pay attention to, but since I've turned that off, I can't see, and now I don't care. It's like I'm just posting for the sake of me posting. Whoever sees it, they see it, and I will never know unless they reply. And again, that's just another way that it's brought me a bit of peace on social media. It's just like I don't need to, like, I don't care. I'm just here to post because I want to. I'm not trying to specifically get anyone's attention, and even if I am, I'm not obsessing over whether they've seen it or not. You know, it's like I used to be like, oh, I'm trying to get someone's attention. They've looked at it and they haven't even done anything with it, and then you're sitting there thinking, oh, what? This is how, like, you know, the socials can be a bit toxic. And I was like, I don't want to live my life like that no more. So we got rid of it. The next thing to do is put those group chats on mute. Just, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. The ones that you care about, fine, keep them there, but the ones that are just, you know, a little bit of something you're not really engaging in, just put it on mute. And if it's just there for the sake of it, just leave the group chat. You don't need that. Wasted up your storage space as well. And if you don't want to leave because it looks a bit, archive the chat. Also, I think WhatsApp has kind of changed, so when people leave group chats, I don't think it notifies you anyway, so you can just leave the group chat. Is that bad advice? I don't know. It depends on the type of group chat it is. It depends, but only you will know that, so I'm not going to give you advice for your specific group chats. But certain ones that you don't really need and it's just extra noise, put them on mute. That also applies for, like, annoying people. Put them on mute. Use that mute button. Sometimes people do get a bit too much and I just have to put them on mute. I don't want to hear it right now. I'll come back to you at a later date, at a later time when I'm ready. People might do that for me as well, and it's cool. Like, I don't really care. I've got to the stage in my life where I don't care. Like, I understand people are living their own lives and we don't need to reply straight away, and we also don't need to take noise from other people when we're not ready to. And that's, I guess, in a way, that's the good thing about social media. It's not like a face-to-face conversation where you have to find a way to escape. Online, you can just switch off and turn off when you want to. Obviously, there's ways of doing it politely. I'm not saying to be rude, but at the same time, prioritize your peace first. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for WhatsApp. Turn off your last seen, turn off your read receipts, turn off your story views. Who cares? You don't need to obsess over that. And I have switched them all off and now have a more peaceful life over there on WhatsApp. It's all good. I don't think there's no need for me to turn them back on. Like, I don't care. I just don't care. So you need to do that if you want a bit of peace and you want to get rid of all the toxic noise from social media. Turn them off. Now we're moving on to Instagram. Something I did with certain people is put them on mute as well. So the way that that works on Instagram, I think, is different to WhatsApp. So on WhatsApp, it's literally you just mute them, so they won't pop up. You won't really get notifications from them. Instagram is like the same, but you won't see any stories that they're posting. You won't see anything from them unless you go and search for it. So if there's someone, you might be wondering, why don't you just block or unfollow? Sometimes it's not that easy. You don't want to cause any, like, conflict, and you just, like, it's like, okay, like, you can stay there, I'll put you on mute, so it's like you're not even there anyway. You don't have to see certain things from certain people. Put them on mute. So that's the mute for Instagram. Now there are certain people that you can just block, delete, unfollow. You know who those people are. You can do that for those. But there's some people who are just like a bit annoying, or you don't want to, like, whatever they're posting is a little bit triggering, or whatever reason. Just mute their account. You won't be able to see like you won't get any notifications from them. Like they just, it's like they're not even there, but they are, but they're not. Yeah, so that's what I've done for some people, put them on mint. Another thing to do on Instagram is, if you don't want to, like, if you don't want people to see your stuff, or for whatever reason certain people to see your stuff, maybe your mum follows you on Instagram, you don't want her to see, or whatever, you can restrict certain people. Like if you have a surprise for someone and you're plotting it on your, I don't know, whatever, if you don't want them to see, basically, if you don't want them to see what you're posting, you can restrict them. There's that option. So yeah, restrict, block and mute Instagram. Now the main thing that I love, which is kind of new on Instagram, is activating the sleep mode settings. So after a certain time, whatever time you choose, I think so after 9 o'clock I'm in sleep mode and I get no notifications from Instagram until after 7 in the morning. I think that's the time that I've set, I think. But you can choose whatever time period you want. So from me, I think mine's from 9 PM to 7 AM. I get no notifications, nothing. People will still message me, but there'll be no noise. Silence. Peace. And it's all good. We don't need notifications popping up all the time. We don't need people seeing when we're online and attacking us or wanting our attention all the time. Like, take your time, reply when you want to, put your phone on do not disturb also, which can be a bit annoying if you're trying to contact someone and their phone's on do not disturb. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, that is like the little bit of a downfall. But choose your periods of when you need to have your phone on do not disturb and whatever works for you. Yeah, short and sweet, simple, straight to the point, quick ways of how I have welcomed in peace and built certain boundaries when it comes to social media. I know that we all feel this. Especially if you're in my age bracket. We've been there. We've been on social media for a long time. We've been through the MSNs, the Bebo, the Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Instagram, Snapchat. Like we've been there, and it can, BBM, we've been there, and it can get a bit too much. And now that I'm older and we're older, whoever's watching me, if you're the same age, we got other things doing. So sometimes we don't even have the time or the mental capacity to reply. This is why I'm encouraging you to do these things, which allows you to take your own time back before you engage with other people. So yeah guys, if you can relate, if you remember any of those apps that I spoke about, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Love yourself, be yourself always, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.